New at 10, the Rochester Public School Board held back-to-back meetings this afternoon concerning an array of topics geared toward improving Med-City schools. KMT News 3's Anthony Monzon joining us now with the wrap of the latest decisions made by district leaders tonight. Anthony?
Well, Katie, UFTA is a term that you might describe these two meetings with. The second of those meetings is still ongoing right now, but let's get to the content. As state lawmakers gear up for the next session of the Minnesota legislature, Rochester Public Schools is setting out its asks of leaders in St. Paul. The school board adopted 4 legislative priorities tonight. The first is adjusting the formula determining funding for school districts by 2% each year to keep up with inflation. RPS is also calling on the state to find a more accurate way to calculate the number of students whose families live in poverty, helping district initiatives to advance equity. The third is aimed at creating a path towards sustaining the RPS P-TECH program. And the last is expanding funding for full-service community schools, which provide social service programs alongside education.
This is very important for RPS to have a voice at the Capitol. We are competing always for funds, and to have a strategy like this is just going to be good for the short and long term.
The Minnesota legislature's next session is set to start in January. Also tonight, district leaders discussed a possible new approach to their ongoing evaluation of the role of school resource officers. Interim Superintendent Dr. Kent Packel is recommending a 3-component plan looking into how the district's existing SRO system is working, as well as how alternatives to SROs have worked in other places. Additionally, Dr. Packel proposes developing a co-design process involving community members to help craft a new system RPS could implement in the future to improve school safety and belonging.
That our collection of co-designers that self-identify across a diversity of communities, values, cultures, and lived experiences, especially those most difficult to reach in more traditional research and engagement efforts. Co-designers draw on their trusted and intimate relationships with stakeholders to offer deep insights and perspectives that would otherwise be inaccessible.
Now, part of the context for this conversation is an increase in disorderly behavior among small but significant groups of students at the middle and high school levels, according to district leaders. They've recently started implementing a number of initiatives to address those issues. Katie?
Thanks, Anthony. Tonight, the school board also adopted a 1.2% tax levy increase for next year, which will be certified at the board's meeting December 7th.